Welcome back to the Python Noob playlist. We're here in episode 4. We'll be covering data structures and we'll be going over another assignment related to data structures. So data structures are the other important part of handling data. It is how data is stored. The way data is stored is called its structure. Primary data structures in Python include lists, tuples, and dictionaries. Collections of data and items is what a list is. It's convenient because they offer quick and easy storage and retrieval of items. Let's say we have several values that we need to access. We could declare separate variables for all those values, or we could store them all in a single variable as a list. Declaring a list, you do like this is an example, rocks equals, and then in brackets, and then in each word for each part of the list, each word in the list is going to be in quotation marks. So schist, gneiss, slate, hornfels, they're all separated by commas as well. You also can declare a list by using empty brackets and add to it later by using the append parentheses function. We can access items in the list individually by specifying position of the item that we want. We declare a variable that refers to specific value and position. So schist is equal to rocks 0 in brackets, -1, as you'll see right here. And this is first in the list and this is last in the list. But if you use the negatives, then -1 will give you the last item in the list, -2 will give you the second to the last item in the list. To select multiple items off a 6-item list, you just put list and then brackets 1:4, and that'll give you the second through the 4th item, and this is called list slicing. You can also slice with a third input, it's called a stepper. Numbers, okay, so an example, this is our list, so 0 to 8. So when you want to slice the list, you use numbers 0 to 9 to 2, and this will give you every other number in this list, so 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, so even numbers. To change the value of an item in a list, you declare which index of the list you want to alter, followed by the value you want. So update the 4th item on a list to a value of 15, so you change 3 to 15. Adding items with the append function, the value you want to append to list goes inside the parentheses. Call function with a period and function name after the list you want to append item to. So list to update dot append value. This will add the item to the end of the list. With the remove function, you can delete an item from the list. You need to specify the index of the items removed. Delete, and then the A is the list, and then 2 to 4. The remove parentheses will remove the first item from the list that matches the input value. We'll only remove one value at a time, so list update.remove and value. If you want to insert values at a specific position, you can use the insert function. It takes in 2 variables, first of which is index where you want to insert the value. Second is value you want to insert. This will change the index. A.insert 312. And then an array is just a list of indexed items, allows you to access or manipulate items directly. You could easily divide an element in an array by 4. In a list, an arrow would be thrown typically. Arrays are used in math and data science, so hopefully we get to dig deeper into those later on. Maybe not in this book, but eventually I like to dig deeper into arrays because they sound important for the purpose that I want to use them for. And then I copied this over from Google. Lists versus arrays. Python lists are very flexible and can hold completely heterogeneous arbitrary data. Array can only be used for specific types, whereas lists can be used for any object. Arrays may be more efficient for some numerical computation. If you're going to be using arrays, consider the NumPy or Skippy packages. So a tuple, we won't spend much time on this. It's very similar to lists. Their content cannot be modified. That's the difference. Useful for lists that will never change. So days of the week, Monday through Friday or Monday through Sunday. Parentheses are used instead. This is a tuple, and it's the same thing except you're not using brackets, you're using parentheses. Can be accessed with brackets as well, without the parentheses and without the quotation marks. So That's two ways you can write a tuple. So, okay, and then you have tuples versus lists. Items are surrounded in parentheses for tuples. Tuples are immutable in nature. There are 33 available methods on tuples. In Dictionary, we can create keys using tuples. The items are surrounded in square brackets in lists. Lists are mutable in nature. There are 46 available methods on lists. In dictionaries, we cannot use lists as keys. So dictionaries hold data that can be retrieved with reference items or keys. So imagine a bank filled with numerous safety deposit boxes, rows and rows. Content of the box can be accessed when the correct key is provided. It contains pairs of keys and values that are associated with those keys. When you declare a dictionary, you must provide the value and the key that will be associated with that value. These keys must be unique and cannot be repeated. Syntax for creating a key is to use the curly braces containing a key on the left side and the value on the right. And here's an example. Dict example equals in the curly brackets key 1 and then colon 39. To create a dictionary with multiple items, you just basically separate multiple items with a comma. Dictionaries can also be declared using the dict method. Dict example, and then it's basically using parentheses instead of the curly brackets and without the quotation marks. So to me, using this would be easier than using the curly brackets, but I guess that's up to you. To access items within the dictionary, you need to supply an appropriate key. The syntax is dictionary key to get 39 from dictionary on the previous slide. Number equals the dict example 3, and then brackets key 1 and quotation marks. We can overwrite the value of a given key by referencing that given key and using an assignment operator, the equal sign. And as you can see, here's the example, and you can equal it to 99. We can create an empty dictionary, and then you can add to it later. You can add to it later, either using this or the append function. But dict example 4, key 1, and quotation in brackets equals 109. And then to drop values, you do delete dict example key 1. So our assignment, and we're like the last video, we're gonna tackle it first, and then we're going to look at the book's example. And so we're gonna write a program that does the following. It creates a list, alters the content of the list, extracts one item from the list and saves it as a variable, stores the value in a dictionary with a key pointing to it, adds more key value pairs to the dictionary, retrieves and prints stored dictionary value by accessing it with a key. And I'll go ahead and place me going through this and creating a program here. Alright, so we're here in PyCharm. We're going to try and run through this this assignment, and hopefully you guys are doing your own. So the first thing is, let's create a list. So list, I'm going to do rocks equals, and then I'll use the example that so rocks equals schist, limestone, granite, and gneiss. Okay, so rocks dot append, and then we'll add, let's see, slate. Oh, okay, never mind. I have to extract one item from the list first. So let's do rocks remove. Let's see, let's remove schist. Well, limestone isn't a metamorphic rock, so let's remove that one real quick. Okay. So now we store values in the dictionary with a key pointing to it. So let's open up dictionary real quick. So I'll just put dictionary. Oops, okay, okay, dictionary, and then curly brackets. So dictionary equals rocks. Okay, so store value, add more key values to the dictionary. So dictionary equals, and let's just think of some more, well, let me see. Let's add slate, let's add, what's another metamorphic rock? green schist, and blue schist. Okay. So I think these are just spelled funny. No. Okay. So I have added more key values, so let's print this. Print. Let's do dictionary. I want to see how it comes out. All right. So, I mean, it's not printing it for some reason. I don't understand what's going on, but yeah. Seems like everything, I've debugged it, I've run it, and it hasn't kicked back any issues. So, I think I did it right. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like, sub if you're new, comment below. Let me know what your how you feel about the playlist so far. I appreciate you watching if you made it this far. Our next episode will be covering inputs, printing, formatting, and outputs. All right, thanks for watching.